I think it's a relatively safe one. They've won their first game already.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Nickel spins. He fought great pass there. Mashevsky just enough time to get that off. And it bounces and drops at 20-16.
Hometown.
Home court bounce.
Home court bounce.
Tonge.
Ooh,
So an offensive
elbow.
foul there. Yeah, Tonge. I mean, he's a nice guy, so he's disappointed the call's gone against him, but not overly unhappy with that.
I saw a pretty nasty one yesterday in the Prem Women's game.
Right.
Where just unfortunate her elbow came down, got called for a offensive foul. But
So final score there, Gators.EXE 21 points, UC Maroon 16. And next game coming up for us now, we have UC Gold in the white. They'll go up against Crossover in the green. So team list for UC Gold, we've got Luca Williams, number 6. Roham Russo, he's normally 12. He is 12 tonight, which is good. And then Sam Jenkins, number 5 for UC Gold. And then for Crossover.EXE, we have number 10, Peter Pitts-Brown. I can't remember what number Putty Tyler Hunt was.
He is number 3. Yeah, we got
Jaden Chen, 58. That is a random
Ethan,
number selection.
Ethan O'Toole, number 30.
33, I think he is.
Oh, yeah.
So if we look at the North Island here, so Stingrays and Scam are in second and third place at the moment on 550 and 515 respectively. They only have one round to go as well. So Gators is on 500 points. So assuming Stingrays is the third place team, they're 15 points behind them at the moment, so they do want to get the win tonight.
Yep.
To at least be, the fifth team from New Zealand that,
that has a wild card. You never know, things might happen.
Just a bit of pre-game discussion between the teams. Referees heading out, Regan Ashley, Tony Smith-Humwick. And here's paper, scissors, rock. Yeah,
the old... Who's starting with the ball?
My kids call it Jeff Jimmy Bob, and I have no idea.
Jimmy Bob.
I have no idea why, but anyway. So you pick here the taller UC Gold team or the Crossover team, which does have a sub.
I'll tell you what. If Crossover get hot from 2-pointer, which they're going to shoot a lot of, I'll give them the edge. But at the rim, like that, UC have the edge there.
Well, Ethan's really the only one who has like some length to be able to get them to stop them. There, Russo just behind the arc. He needed to be about a step closer, just taking the 1-point shot.
Not known for his 2-point shooting. He is an athlete, though. Obviously, with a few highlights last year in the 3.
Jaden Chan, flying out of bounds. He got the pass, but I guess to avoid the defense, and now he's trying to guard Russo in the post. Jenkins, very good 2-point shooter. And so far, it's 0-0.
Yeah, no. He's shooting that.
A flat-footed, almost a volleyball, I'm just saving this ball from hitting the ground, and it goes in for 1 point. And Jenkins
has got such a good up fake.
Well, Chan and Jenkins will know each other, both from St. Andrews
College, yep.
In their high school days.
That's you and Bina were there.
Yeah, we were there. We coached both of them, actually.
Both of them? Yep. How long were you and Bina at Stack for?
I think 3 years, 2009 to 2012, somewhere around.
Oh, that's around the same time I was at St. Bede's. Yeah. There we go.
Luca Williams hits the first 2 for his team, 2-2. I was going to say, is he going to shoot that? But I was too slow when he did.
He's definitely shooting that. Every time he sees the hoop, he's shooting it.
Do we need a tally of Putty Tyler's shots versus passes?
We might do.
Well, there's got to be a pass.
There has to be a pass.
So we'll make them standing ones.
Yep, standing ones, yeah.
So what's he at? 2 shots and 0 passes.
0 passes, yeah.
Okay.
Sam Jenkins, what he's known for, great shooter.
And he can see the hoop, so he's up to 3 and bounces, just misses that one there.
Just left that a little short, Obviously, this is probably his warm-up, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Nice look inside, Jaden Chan. O'Toole, he's well defended by Williams.
Yeah.
And Russo clears the ball.
He might have had to take that up on the first one, right? Yeah,
and
great.
nice. That was a very good move. Nice patience here from Williams.
Yeah. There's Jaden Chan.
He's shooting that, right?
Yep. So crossover seemed to be going up in twos. Mind you, saying that Luca Williams has hit a 2-point shot.
And Russo, nice turn. Good catch. Had the defense sealed. Chan, great job by Williams here to close down the gap. Here we go. We're up to four shots.
Airball.
No passes.
Yeah.
There we go. And a sub.
So he's subbing.
You can go to the bench and think about what
if I hit the rim, I'm probably not subbing. Yeah.
Well, I heard thing like if you miss a shot badly in the NBA, you like look at your head.
Yeah,
you got to rub the sweat off your hands.
Yeah, rub the sweat. Bad pass.
Yeah, same thing. Like, there's whatever. Look at my shoes. My shoes. There was something wrong with them, and that's why I missed that one.
Great defense there from Sam Jenkins, staying upright, taking the body contact.
And he is a very good shooter as well. That one's short, well defended by Pitts Brown, and he's sort of the everything defender, isn't he? For crossover.
He can defend. He doesn't mind defending posts. He can be physical.
And O'Toole was kind of a bit like a Joseph Nordenbelt sort of player.
Ooh, bit unlucky there. Just give a big shout out to our Pauakai coach. I know she's online the stream. Tully Bevilacqua.
As long as the stream. Yeah. I did meet. Well, nice finish there from Williams. Bina and I did meet her when she was playing for the Fever.
Oh,
so
you did?
We went to their pre-season training camps with Lynn Dunn.
Nice.
Jolyn Coleman organised it for us. So I had a little bit of a discussion about Vegemite.
Oh, you did?
Over in Indianapolis.
Oh. Is that when you and Pina were both there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that.
So, the Indy Star just had an article on her, which obviously that was the paper there that we read.
Yeah.
We were in Terre Haute, so read about that. And, pretty cool to find out some things like this is her first head coaching experience. She was doing commentary before.
Yep, she was.
Over there.
Yep.
For the Fever, and obviously has been a long-time player in the WNBA over there.
Yeah, so we're very lucky to have her in New Zealand, in Christchurch, and in our league, And it's good, obviously, seeing women coaches in our league, and I think all but one, well, now that Otago.
Sorry,
left.
Southern,
yeah.
Yep.
Southern, their coach had, I don't know why.
No, it was personal issues.
Personal issues, yeah.
That we're just leaving it at that.
Yeah.
And so Natalie Vizca is...
Yeah, so you literally have 5 females
Yep.
as head coaches in the league, which is awesome to see.
Oh, it definitely is. We're lucky here in New Zealand that it's more accepted. Like, we went over to the States, and Pino obviously had coached at boys' high school before, and it did not happen in the States. Like,
no, it wasn't.
Like, what do you mean you coached a boys' team, but you're not a male? So, no. But it's still, we've had female referees for as long as I can remember in the NBL, which, has just been the way it's been. Like, if you're a good enough referee, you're gonna get where you want to go in New Zealand. But isn't the case, or wasn't the case elsewhere in the world, and had to have more, just more thought about how you combat that and make it accepted and normal. But on the flip side, like, that doesn't mean we should be doing nothing and saying, right, here's 5 male coaches of the Tauihi League.
Yeah.
If you can find 5 worthy females, and that's a double dribble there. And Russo saying, he tapped it away from me.
He got hit out of my hand. Yeah. He's like, he hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tyler's up to 1 pass, by the way.
Okay.
He passed
it.
it.
He's cut down.
2,
like, he was going to shoot that, though, but we've got to count that as a punt. And nice little turnaround jump shot there. So is it 5 shots, 2 passes?
Yeah, 5 shots, 2 passes. Yeah. Both times he's had to pick it up. He's wanted to shoot it, but he hasn't. Yeah.
Russo, nice spin. Just a little bit long. Jenkins inside.
Great.
It's you normally think that'd be Williams inside, and Jenkins parked out behind the 2-point line, sorry.
So that's Tyler. 6 shots, 2 passes.
And Jenkins drills that in his face. Well, he can do
tough
that.
Step back.
He went to one of the NBA camps when he was younger.
Just had a bad run of injuries.
Yep.
Back injuries, they're tough, and
That basket drops. So we're up to a tie game here, 12-12. Russo will be at the line shooting one.
Yeah. Have you noticed all 3 games just really haven't had a lot of energy?
Well, I figured this was going to be...
Yeah.
I did say, you didn't hear the pre-game thing. I kind of expected tonight to be a relatively relaxed one, given... but this is the game where you can move up the ladder, 5 versus 6.
You want to get out of the...
And that's not what you want to do. And Williams takes the contact, makes the bucket. Russo, you can see... Hopefully we'll see the replay. Steps in front, stole the pass. Super alert decision to fire it inside to Williams, and he goes up strong.
Strong, and that's what it is. You got to go up strong.
We'd rather just have the highlight. We'd rather see a dunk, please.
Dunk. Yeah, we've already had one dunk taken away from us. Yeah,
misses the free throw, but he gets it straight back. And good finish there. 15-12 now. So maybe time for a timeout for crossovers. Although Pitts Brown just banks it in 2.
Yeah, it's big, dude. UC Gold had all the momentum, and then hitting that shot.
No hand up, but Williams doesn't hit that one.
He's going to probably shoot this one too. Ooh.
And good defense.
Great defense.
Russo, he's caught his 2 turnovers, got to steal off one of them. That one there, active hands, just knocked it out and came off Pitts Brown last.
Pitts Brown probably should have shot it.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're running to the corner like that, you're in like a no man's land. You probably want to shoot the ball. And
there's a great pass from Williams. He goes up, takes a little bit of contact. Good challenge from Harrison Hunt. 16-14. He's going to, oh my gosh, he looked at the pass, shot it. So 7-2. Is that what we're up to now?
Yep, 7-2.
O'Toole. He drills that.
Big. They really needed that.
Who wants to move up the ladder, guys? Yep. This is what it's going to come down to. 16-16. Williams to Jenkins. That looks pretty good. Just short, but he gets his rebound.
Gets his own rebound.
And O'Toole
just bullies his way back.
He did. So UC Gold up 1. Ooh. Harrison Hunt.
Oh, great pump fake.
It was. Totally got him.
Yeah.
Just when
maybe
you don't
reverse.
have when you don't have the height advantage, you probably want to use the rim to try and protect it a little bit more. That pass doesn't count, right?
No,
You've got to be behind the 2-point line.
You've got to be behind the 2-point line.
And then we've seen two of those.
I think Russo tapped that one in.
Well, doesn't go as a point for you. He just wants this to be exciting, right? So it's 17-17. Yeah, O'Toole did the first one, and he was actually trying to, it's his team that scored, so not that one for Russo.
So, the much anticipated, I think, crossover timeout here.
It's hard to know, both teams. 17-17.
Yeah.
Fouls, crossover is on 6, so that's something, they get whistled for another.
Yeah, they need to be aware of that. I don't think UC Gold have hit one free throw. So
they had one, they missed it. Remember, that was the...
No, that's
straight
right.
back to UC.
Luca.
Oh, sorry.
They've had 2.
Yeah.
Missed one, made one. But I did get the reaction from Tully, and she said Vegemite rules, apparently.
Right.
But I'm a bit Marmite's
Marmite's too sweet. Vegemite is way better. But, if you go to any other country apart from New Zealand and Australia, I don't think you're going to have many fans anywhere.
No.
A nice spin around from Williams, no good there.
It's one of those things that you need to grow up eating.
Well, and you've got to know, what's the appropriate amount to put on toast as well.
Yeah. I actually don't mind having lots of it.
Okay, well,
yeah.
I don't know if I'm that. There we are, Pitts Brown, good defense there.
Oh, it shouldn't have been a shot clock.
Yeah, it did say 11. I mean, it did just hit the rim. So, no, it's 1 second, sorry.
1 second. No, it didn't hit the rim.
It didn't, okay. No. So this is going to be a Jenkins 2-point shot, I think.
Yep.
And there it is.
And
you can see him moving as far back as he could from Chad to the as soon as I catch this, it's going up.
This is anyone's game at the moment. It's 17-17, 2:30 to go. Oh, and then Jaden.
It's
from the same spot.
That's what you were trying to do to me, right? Here you go.
He just had a little bit more time to look at it. Great spin.
And O'Toole, unfortunately for him, that is foul number 7, so it's 2 free throws.
That's 2 free throws, yeah.
So obviously their timeout, they did not say, hey, we're on 6.
Yeah, do not foul. Yeah, but he's got 2 shots.
So he did miss the first one that he's had. So
he got the rebound,
3. He did.
Yeah.
So that puts crossover 1 point ahead.
Yep.
UC Gold can tie it up with this
and
one.
I'm thinking this may be a 2-point shot. Looking for the win here.
Yeah, Chan went straight to the corner. Russo was ready, though. You could see him trailing him there to find him. Chan turns into it. It just about dropped.
I said bank. They don't want to foul.
And good screen there from Williams. They find Jenkins open for 2, and that is good.
Good shot there from Sammy Jenkins. Yeah.
And that means crossover, you guys can head on home if you would like. 21-19 the final there. UC Gold will be through into the playoffs, which means we're not going to have any movement on the ladder whatsoever.
No movement on the ladder. Crossover will finish 6th. They'll probably likely, well, depending on how Whananui go. Yeah.
Yep, who I cannot see. I can see a Mosa Faitawa Nanai.
For Gators.
So we will try to get official confirmation of what is. I'm sure David will come over and tell us. So anyway, Pauakai season.
Yep.
They're locked into the 2-3 spot. Is that?
No,
right?
no.
Okay.
We're sitting in 4th at the moment. Kahu, obviously, they're going to finish top.
Yep.
And Queens are sitting pretty nicely in the 2 spot.
Yep.
We have a chance to get to the 3rd spot. We really need to win these next 2 games on the road.
Who are your final?
So we travel.
The home games have finished a long time ago, and you've
finished a while
ago. road to finish off the season.
Yeah, so we went back to back with the Hoiho on the road with Queenstown, Dunedin.
Yep. So we've got a 4-minute break here before the next game.
So yeah, we went back-to-back wins with the Hoiho, so we got a season sweep there.
Yep.
They didn't make it easy in either game, so you know they were good. We obviously lost Mary Goulding for the rest of the season
against them, so they made it very hard.
Made it very hard.
Well, it was a non-contact injury, if I'm remembering right.
So she tore her Achilles and partially tore her calf.
Right. Yep.
And then on Friday, next Friday, we play. Oh, this Friday coming, sorry. We're in Tauranga. They play the Whai.
Yep.
And then, obviously, we're on a back-to-back road trip.
We'll call it Rosie Samia versus Lauren Hippolyte.
Yep, Rosie Samia, a little bit of Lincoln.
University scholar on scholar.
Then on Sunday, we play the Kahu to finish off the regular season. So, you know, 2 home games. I'm obviously not going to be at the Tauranga game because I'm already in Auckland for the D-League and under-23s. But I'll be there for the Kahu game. So,
who's the toughest, like matchup-wise, for you for the Pauakai? Or other way around? Which teams do you feel like actually we match up really well against these ones? You know, now without Mary Goulding as well, though. I
feel we match up well with Kahu Queens quite well.
Yeah.
Obviously, with Tessa Boagne carrying a back injury, that's hindered a lot of what we wanted to do.
Yeah, no, you don't have size after her, really.
Yeah.
You've got people who can fill in and do a little bit here and there, but not just she's in foul trouble, take her out and sub and
we can't really sub out a 6'2" for another 6'2", you know, and Green has really given us problems.
Yeah.
But I honestly think we are capable of beating either one of the teams.
Yes. Yeah, you've got to. If you don't think that, you're probably in the wrong league.
You're in the wrong competition.
But you do look at how, you know, what can our players do well? Yeah. What can theirs do well, or where are their weaknesses? And actually, this, you know, obviously if you're first, you're like, well, we're pretty much here no matter what. When you're in the other ones, you're just like, we can only control our destiny in terms of who we play so much. But
the season's been quite interesting, right? We started off with a win, couple of losses, and then we went back-to-back wins against the Queens, and then we had a couple of loss going in, and then back-to-back wins against the Hoiho. So it's been up and down.
But do you feel the teams? Obviously, the preparation's not ideal. You know, it's
not ideal, but
you come
I feel
here,
like
your head coach arrives and has had to sort of remote talk to the assistant coaches, and then your players arrive, and then, right, hey, by the way, everyone, we're playing in like a week and a half, or you know, less than that for some of them.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So, like, you know, we've had a mid-season change with one of our imports. So it has been, up and down, but this is the way the sport is.
Yeah.
Just like the men's, you're going to have guys in and
Yes.
out. Obviously, we haven't had Ella Fotu
Fotu.
for a lot of the season. She's been on 3x3 duty. We also had Mary go away for Asia Cup for 3x3, and so on and so on. So there's just been up and down.
Yeah, but it's something. I mean, this year has been one of the worst or the best for opportunities elsewhere.
Oh, for sure.
But but that's which makes it doubly harder.
Yeah.
For the in comparison to the men's NBL, where they're like these teams for the most part are established and have been around for multiple years. So. We've got that background of learning. We were like, we need to slot this player in who's been with us for 3 years. Whereas your team is like, hey, we've had you for a month and now you're gone and we don't actually have a
backup plan.
Exactly. So over the next couple of years, I think that'll get easier and easier as your pool of players is.
And then also, like, next year's going to be interesting because Asia Cup for the tour friends.
Yes.
5-on-5 is in the window.
Yeah.
So are we going to start the season earlier? Are we going to start it when it started? I think the overlap with the men is great.
Yeah.
The double headers. Obviously, it's not ideal for some teams. Especially for the men, they don't get the same kind of warm up as you would normally if it's not a double header. But
I mean, we're probably a little bit different here in terms of the location and amenities. But like the men's NBL, you can see there was the court set up, and then there's a warm-up court behind. Like that's, and we will eventually have that in Christchurch, probably in 2 years' time when Pata Kiori's ready.
Yep, and if you drive through Centre City on Morehouse and you look to the left, depending where you're driving, right, it's slowly getting there.
Yep. Well, there is a video on our Facebook page when me being interviewed. Did not know my helmet was on. Pretty big lean, but hey. Anyway, so game, we're getting ready here. So I think Whananui has probably defaulted their games, which means they will come sixth tonight. So UC Gold going up against Rams.
So we had a default?
So I guess we put that down as 21-0.
Yeah, so Whananui. That works in favours for Rams.
Everyone else.
Everyone else just relaxing, Rams, Gators only have the one game and then they're both through to the semi.
So anyway, here we go. We have
Rams.EXE
in red up against UC Gold, who we just saw 4 minutes or so ago. So Sam Jenkins here starts off with
carrying
a banger.
on where he was.
And Lavery says, well, I'm pretty confident in my ability to do this as well. No good that time.
This intensity in this game's picked up a little bit more, don't you reckon?
Yep. Here's Russo. Well, the interesting thing here is, so Gators beat UC Maroon, is that right? Yeah, they did.
Yep.
I've just written that in the wrong thing. So UC Gold, you win here and you actually play UC Maroon.
Yeah.
If you lose, you get to play another club.
Yeah. So it really depends on who you want to play, right?
It does, but, in the heat of battle, it's hard to say, hey, guys, like, I don't mind if we lose this game. Like, we can miss a couple of shots. Like, I think they'll try and win, but then if they lose this game, it means that they don't, they hopefully make it to the final and play UC Maroon and then not beat them in the final round of the regular season would be a pretty cool ending for them. So no shot clock, a shot clock violation there. Did not hit the rim.
Didn't hit the rim.
So Chamberlain's going to move up to the top to have the initial start. Here he is over to Lavery. The slip. Sorensen, a nice quick shot up and in.
That works a lot. Now, you see Gators do that with Josh Nickel gets the slip quite a bit.
Yeah, Lavery, I think, lost that momentarily, able to tap it over to Sorensen. Sets his feet quickly. No good, though. Williams up nice and high. If Chamberlain was there, I was going to say he's the biggest by far. And just out of bounds, so we miss out on a highlight opportunity there. And Chamberlain subs himself out. So playoffs, though, we will have, that should be where the intensity moves up a notch, I think.
Yeah,
Is Sorensen against Williams, and Williams just overpowers him to the rim. That was pretty close to the 3 seconds, though.
I think that's more of a height thing there than anything. Physically, I think Phoenix can keep up with him.
Yep. Jenkins was just moving then. able to stop.
Great defense.
It is. Forced him out of bounds. Like Jenkins was trying to create space. Did get a shot up, but stood out of bounds beforehand. And here's Sorensen. So New Zealand under-18 team, well, named as a reserve, I think, from memory.
He was, yep. He was one of 2 Lincoln kids, because Kate Herman was in the women's side, also reserve.
Maddie Morrow named in the...
Maddie Morrow named in the actual squad.
And then the under-15 boys and girls, obviously only boys. So we've got Ihaka Kate named in the team, and then 2 reserves, Mana Martin and Kobe Cosley.
Kobe Cosley, yeah. Great to see the young groups. So they were off to... Where are they?
Guam, I think.
Guam, yeah.
As that never looked like missing there.
Yeah, we had a good picture view behind that one. Maxwell Topia Pitter's been putting in a lot of work. You know, I see him nearly every day, and he has really put in a lot of work with his shooting, and has been one of the...
Yeah, like he's just improved a lot. And, you know, he's a pretty good leader as well, despite being relatively young. And was it you talking, or Paddy Tyler Hunt talking about how his leadership and understanding?
Oh, yeah. There's come from a good program from Rosmini College with Matt Lacey. His brother, Reihana, was an exceptional player, you know, so they've been...
Yeah, just good understanding.
Yeah, they have a good understanding of how to play basketball.
And Lavery is a good understanding of how to, like, change speeds, you know, movement, and also the ball, like
that.
Yeah, it looks like
he lost control.
But he doesn't. He's just like, I'm like frozen, just to make you like stop on defense, and then straight pass, dished it out for a nice wide open 2. Here's Russo, the step back, no good, but Williams too tall,
using his height there.
Did miss that one. Maxwell Topia, and just Rams.exe looking a little bit faster than UC Gold. Understandable considering UC Gold had just played the game before this one.
Yeah, looking at this Rams team, they're all first years at Lincoln Uni, so this is the future.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I hadn't thought about that.
So obviously,
Simon Raffaelli's the old man of this.
Noah Price is.
Yes.
Yeah, Noah's the 3rd year.
Yep.
You know, Simon's in his 2nd year, so.
And that's what we said that Harrison Hunt should have done. When you're the smaller person, use the rim to protect it. Lavery just makes it look so easy, doesn't it? We almost had it.
Yeah,
we almost had our first actual dunk, which would have counted today.
Bone cruncher. Those backbreaker ones really, you know.
Yeah, and Sorensen, I think he hit it off his leg. Looks like Chamberlain was going to take the sub and said, no, you missed the dunk.
You missed the dunk.
You can have the sub.
Yeah.
Yeah, so have you selected your 4, or how does your selection for who's going to go work?
Well, it's interesting because...
Sorensen.
We're looking at 5-on-5 uni games is on at the same time.
Right.
So
not great timing.
Not great timing, but whoever I do not take, they still get basketball in anyway. You know, they go away to Auckland, they get a trip.
Yep.
It's a little bit different.
So first of all, I assume from that you've said, who would rather go to Japan? First of all, because I don't want to take you if you'd say, actually, I'd rather just play in Auckland. So
obviously,
that's been the first question, right?
Yeah, obviously Tane,
Yep.
Simon, they're pretty much a lock. Probably with Noah and going without Caleb.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's probably the likelihood because they played the most, and it was a tough pick though, right? You know, because
I thought. I mean, Maxwell Toppy's saying, "Hey, shooter, you don't want to reconsider, Josh?"
Yeah, you know, can you take me as a shooter? Yeah. I'm just more looking at it
like how the team fits together, and Lavery got in the air, but he came down, swatted the ball away. Spacing not ideal here, but Russo's just like, I don't mind if you shoot that. I'm ready for we're in the semi-finals. I'm happy to just let this game run out now.
I'm more looking at international body type, you know, athletic, big, you know. even though
it's Lavery saves that one. 4 on the shot clock here. Chamberlain, the Euro, no good. Rebound, up and in, does make that one. So 14-4 the score now.
So, you know, a lot of factors. You know, Phoenix is a great defender, physical.
Yep.
You know.
Well, hopefully he gets a. I mean, it's not good for the person he's replacing, but hopefully, you know, for his sake, someone does say, actually, Phoenix, you get the call up to go in for the under-18 team, and he still gets the trip.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You know, and then there's Pitta.
Although an all-expenses paid trip is better than a pay.
Have to pay to go to India. Is it India? Yeah, I think it's India. Yeah, for the under-18s. So
Chamberlain just finished that one there. 18-5 the score. And he has a chance for the 2-point play.
They just kind of like turned it up a little bit there, didn't they? Rams all of a sudden.
But I think UC Gold have probably said, hey, we'd be quite happy not playing UC Maroon in the first round in the semi-final. We'd rather have a shot to play them in the grand final instead. And here we go. He tried to
windmill it.
I mean, it would have been an awesome dunk.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it didn't go in. I mean, maybe he knows that we're having
highlight issues.
I guess because of the. This was initially scheduled for the 21st of August, but we were obviously here on the 14th to avoid the under-23 and D-League tournament.
And then also our finals for Canterbury Club.
Yes, as well.
Yeah.
And well defended there by Sorensen, and he lets that go out of bounds, have the full shot clock. 19-5, are they going to shoot a 2? Here we are, Sorensen, he's well defended by Williams.
There's the 2,
And a bit too strong. Williams has it batted out of his hands, straight to Jenkins. Russo, a little bit of a lean back.
Oh.
And Lavery. How many fakes were in there?
Yeah, like 5.
And just about got the steal. Jenkins turnaround 2, no good. Maxwell toppy off the rebound.
You'd pretty much just give it to him, wouldn't you?
I think so. And here we're just having trouble having this game getting put to bed.
I know. Rams have had 5 opportunities to put it away.
And the shot clock is gone. And it's back now, and here is going to be the win. And it is. So 21-6, the final score there. Rams.exe go through number 1 from the pool. And I guess we'll find out who we play soon. Well, who plays who soon. But either way, I think it's probably going to be about a 4 or 5 minute break before the next game. But it looks like it is UC Maroon, which to me means, if they're the team which is out here, means they'll probably be going up against Rams.exe. And you can see our shot clock has been knocked out, so we're just going to have that fixed up as well, which is a good time just to make sure everything's working. So this will be semi-final number 1, and my calculations mean it'll be UC Maroon going up against Rams.exe, and semi-final number 2 will be Gators.exe, who look like they're playing in white, and they'll be going up against UC Gold. And obviously, the way those games, well, the standings have gone, UC Maroon in first place up against Rams in second. So the 2 strongest teams week in and week out going against each other in the semi-finals. And then we have 3 versus 5, Gators.exe up against UC Gold on the other semi-final. So when I said you'd have 2 hours of basketball, may not actually end up with that much overall tonight with 5 teams here. And they may not have got the memo about the change of date, although obviously everyone else has. And does certainly add to the sort of relaxed air of the night to finish off the season here, the local season anyway, and then international for the top 2 qualifying teams from down here. So shot clock's back up and running now. And I think Pete Van Hassel will be pretty keen for his team number one to be healthy to finish off the game, and it doesn't look like Junior De Young's here. But he'd probably like them most of all, well, healthy number one most of all, and then number two just to make sure they're running through their stuff, making sure everything's working how they want it to, is these are probably the last real games that they'll get to play before heading over to Japan in terms of 3x3. And I can see Tane Lavery coming out first, so he will be the first. It will be Round.8, although I can tell the difference, red and maroon. We may have one of the teams switch over and go into their white uniforms pretty soon, though. And the good thing is for Round.8, spend a lot of time on their fitness. At the moment, they're just making sure they get enough rest in before getting into probably one of the hardest teams to play against. I mean, it's not a whole lot easier going up against Gators.exe, especially with 4 players now as well for them. Yeah, a battle whichever way you win.
Oh, is that for UC?
Yeah, Rams playing. I mean, they're wherever they finished in their first or second, they're either playing UC Maroon or Gators. No easy game there.
No.
So Rams.exe all coming out. They're looking like they're ready to go in the next couple of minutes.
It's a bit of a contrast of styles here. We've got the big, with a traditional big and, guard with a wing versus pretty much 4 guards.
Yeah, well, I mean.
Yeah,
we'll see
2 guards and 2 wings.
Yeah, when you went to Japan 4 years ago, what were the body types of the other teams? Like, did they tend to
I didn't go, but Harrison Hunt, Tyler went. So he said that, athletes, a whole bunch of pros.
Yep.
6'8" guys that can put the ball on the floor, shoot the ball.
Yep. So our big guys here are not big guys over there.
So
here we go, semi-final number 1. Referees Regan Ashley and Hamish Dale, and we are going with red versus maroon. So I'm pretty lucky. If I'm colourblind, it's only a tiny bit.
Yeah.
And this is a pretty clear.
It's not hard to miss, but we're looking at it.
Yeah, well, maybe half because they tend to call maroon red.
Yeah.
The ball's out of bounds off red. We'll see if that causes any confusion.
Like, to be fair, looking at it, they're not that similar, are they?
No, they're not.
No.
And they do look better, like the one block of colour as opposed to a white top.
To a white top with a great defence there to start.
And he's shooting it. That's a
Harrison
Hunt spot.
Yeah. We just saw him hit that one there.
So straight away, and here's Tonge, loses his footing. Chamberlain picks it up. Inside, great ball movement from the Rams, and they certainly look way more motivated this game than they had the first 2. To be fair, they did only give up a total of 18 points combined in the 2 games. There's the handoff. Lavery, a little bit off, but you see here, the fitness level certainly looks fine for Rams.exe at the moment. And was that it's hard to tell from the side. I think there was an in and out.
In and out.
Tonge to move over to his left, and Lavery just wide open.
Aiden's fallen over twice.
And doesn't even, he's just not sure what's going to happen here. Lavery, no fear, just going up at him. Tonge moves out, just starts resetting to get to the next phase of play.
Yeah, just great find there.
Yeah, Sam Riley.
We talk about Sam Riley with his feet set, right?
Yeah. And Sorensen not able to finish that. The ball does stay with Rams.exe. Chamberlain a little bit off there. You could see his hand. Didn't get his follow through quite right as Tonge was there challenging. Nash Biggs in. Ball gets knocked away. Sorensen, great defense, and that's 100% on Sorensen why he missed that one.
Strong hands. Big body.
Here he is. Deep 2 drops. So Rams.exe making good use of the 2 and the 1. Tonge, short. Chamberlain, good defense there. And here we are. Sorensen hits another one. So 9-3.
9-3. They're catching fire.
So UC Maroon they've hit the 2 from Sam Riley, but have struggled to get anything else. And Sorensen a battle for it. Yeah. He's going to make it hard for Tonge. Tonge in.
Rams just a little bit quicker than his bigs, hitting a big. He needed that one just to settle everything down.
Exactly, and Sorensen, he's found it. Drills another one, so 11
his rhythm.
Well, the game's easier if you just pass it to a shooter and they make every shot. Here's Riley. Good job. Uses his length to finish against Lavery. And just the ball is on a string. Well, that's not a foul if it's not called. Instead, there's 1 point at the rim. If you want to foul, it's got to be a bit more aggressive than that. And I'm quite happy to have no foul call there.
I thought that was a good contest. He kind of went through. Like in 5-on-5, that's a foul.
Yep.
Yeah. Like you have to. There's no what if buts about it. That's a foul in 5-on-5. But we're playing 3x3 here, so
so they're just checking like, hey, you missed this. No one said that it's out of bounds off Rams. No one has. And Sorensen, 3 in a row. You betcha.
3 in a row. Yeah.
So 14-5. I mean, we have seen some massive comebacks. And here Tonge is like, well, we're struggling to score. We've just got to get some points at the moment. And then the twos will come. But no, we can't take too long. Lavery gets Riley stepping back. And that bounces and drops. So everything falling for Round.8. Riley's like, okay, that's long enough. We need twos now.
We need twos now.
Tonge knocks it down to bounds. 16-8 the score, though. So Round.8. One way if you're like, hey, we don't have a whole lot of energy.
No,
let's just start off with a bunch of twos. Sorensen, good fake. Blows the layup, though. Riley, his feet were set. He could have launched that one. Goes in, does get fouled that time.
Interesting. Like, I thought Caleb did a good job getting him to the, and then didn't need a foul.
No, he didn't. Exactly.
Stand up straight. Yeah.
I mean, it's like when you see the ball, it's really hard to think, no, like I'm not going to go for the
foul,
block. I'm just going to keep the challenge, make it as hard as I possibly can. Like I'm coaching year 5, 16, and year 7, 8, and I've got one kid who is usually faster than most of the other people he plays against, so can just take the ball off them because he's so quick. And I'm like, yes, okay, it's working, does work at this level, but we're actually thinking about down the road, like you've got to learn to play good defense. And when the ball's in front of you and you've got your chest in front, then you can take it off them, but not just randomly flying after the ball and leaving your player open. So it's hard to learn and work for the future of what you can be. But anyway, here we go. Rams up 16-9.
Yeah,
no good.
UC really picked up their defense over the last couple.
Yeah, you can see there Tonge making it hard after the bigs hit the 2. So 16-11 should be the score. It says 16-10. Chamberlain, the step back, no good.
16-11 it should be.
Yeah, as long as it was a 2. I don't know if it was a 1. And ball was lost there. Riley picks it up. 5 on the clock. Chamberlain, great defense. He takes a runner, no good, and Tonge bats it out in bigs. The fadeaway off the side of the backboard, a bit surprising. That's one of the shots that he's really good at.
Yeah, he's a good mid-range jump shooter. Surprised he missed it that badly, you know what I mean?
Riley to the rim, no good.
And that's what we talked about the last time. If he does that, that's good defense, right?
Yes, he just made it hard. And great defense from Tonge. Maxwell Toppy, and the lids, it's just drying up a bit for Rams here.
Yeah.
Lavery is on the bench, and he's kind of the engine that makes everything go. Riley, another 2, no good. And you don't often see that where it hits 2 people and then out of bounds.
I've noticed in this last the dry patch, Sorensen hasn't got open.
Yep.
He hasn't touched the ball, so.
And there's Lavery, no good on that.
Ooh,
look at that rebound. And a bucket does go in, but that's after the whistle.
That was impressive how he stole that rebound with one hand. I thought
Riley would have
he had the position. Yeah.
There's the flare screen, ball screen. Riley into a lot of contact there.
You see he's doing a good job just, getting to the rim, slowing the pace down, but they really picked their defense up on the perimeter.
That's been the number one thing. And that's, Also, I suppose Rams.exe have missed a couple of layups and stuff at the rim that you'd normally expect them to
would
make.
see them make, but yeah.
So 16-11 is it's gone on the wrong side. So 16-11 should be the score. Now it'll be 17-11.
Yeah.
Riley, the step back 2. That's good. 17-13 should be the score now. Maxwell Tapia from the corner, no good. You may want to go and get that score corrected.
Oh, yeah, I will.
So 17-13 is the...
there we go. Got it.
And here's Lavery. He's cleared. Step back. And there is a contact there. Riley.
Just hit him in the head.
Well.
Yeah. He's shaking his head.
Well,
yeah.
Certainly, I think he's possibly the only person that thinks that wasn't a foul in this one. I mean, yeah.
Clearly.
A head is
he clearly gets hit
something.
in the head. Yeah, you can't really dispute that. Like, unintentional, obviously, he's contesting, but unintentional, you know, whether you want to hit the guy or not, you know, it's just unfortunate.
So we go 19-13. Riley in trouble here. Biggs the step back. In and out, and Lavery, I think it's off him last. The call is,
red
I don't
call.
know, off red or it's red.
Off maroon, red. Yeah.
And Tonge was asking something there. I couldn't hear what it was.
He was just asking about the hold, but I think they're both holding each other, right? Yeah.
There you go, Lavery matched up on Tonge. Tonge is pretty quick, but
that's just tough. You know,
that is.
Finishing over a bigger guy like that is
a skill that needs a lot of work to be good at. Riley, great pass out from Biggs. Doesn't make that. Chamberlain up high for the rebound.
But that's...
and Lavery finishes it off. So they're through to the grand final for round 8. UC Maroon only their second time, I think, from memory, where they won't be in the grand final.
Yeah, I think so. Gators and Rams, right?
I think.
Yeah.
So we may see that again.
Yeah, we may see that again. I just think that barrage of 2-pointers by Sorensen in the first 5 minutes of that contest really set the tone, and then, you know, Maroon was just fighting their way back. They did have that patch, real good patch, where they defended really well, and then they got cheap baskets. You know, Sam Riley had a couple of tough step backs, and they got to the rim, but that first 5 minutes was the difference,
they
really.
did them in, didn't it? So we are Gators.exe in the green. UC Gold is in white. So we do have the full Gators team here. So number 0, Amosa Faitawananai. Number 12, Josh Nickel. 10, Joseph Nottenbelt. And 5, Matt Mashevsky. And then for UC Gold,
we have Luca Williams, number 6, Sam Jenkins, number 5, and Rohan Russo, number 12, who's actually cousins with Dante Russo Nance.
Oh,
yeah.
I should have figured that out.
Yeah. So
he would have gone from like an amazing high against Taranaki to man, we had it in just.
Which is crazy. Like Otago, great job.
Yeah.
Third place, playing, having to win three straight games.
I still think, I mean, when people, a couple of years' time talk about what are you going to remember from the final 6 in the Cells NBL, I think it's going to be the Tuatara amazing comeback against Taranaki. So
5 points in 9 seconds.
Yeah, well, I'm an Indiana Pacers fan, so 8 points in 8.9 seconds. So I'm familiar with that sort of stuff. But to me, it just felt like Taranaki was like, okay, don't worry, guys. Like, as long as these 10 things don't all go wrong, we're sweet as. And then, like, don't worry, we've still got like 6 things. Don't worry, still 2 things. And then, oh dear, we did do the entire list of things that couldn't go. All did. So, like, just tremendous fight back from the Tuatara to come back and win that one.
It was amazing.
Anyway, 0-0 here. Mashevsky, which way is he going to drive?
Left.
90%, 60% of the time. It happens all the time.
He does have a great pass.
It was. Russo looking like Russo Nance there.
Yeah. Josh just looking away.
And this seems like a very relaxed semi-final at the moment.
That last one really picked that. They picked up the intensity.
I'm sure once we see Faitawa and Anai, he'll ramp up the intensity. And Joseph Nottenbelt, he is
always
as well.
it.
So it's going to be UC Gold without a sub. Like they're the ones that, if they don't pick it up, they're going to be in trouble.
Yeah. You know, I think their biggest asset is their height.
Yeah.
They really need to look inside, you know, obviously, and then take Gators' shooting ability away with Matt. And as I talk about Matt, he's in the corner.
Yeah. And with a bit of just enough space. Well, I think he even looked at his feet to be like, I'm down behind the 2-point line. Williams, smart tap there. Russo for 2. In and, well, just off the side, but that leaves Mashevsky wide open. Quick up fake. And that's in and out. Lucky there for UC Gold, that one didn't drop.
See him just yelling at the ball, get in the hoop.
Yeah, it's your home, right?
Yeah.
Are you too good for your home?
Yeah. And here he goes again. He's going to shoot this one.
Look at that. And that is relatively all day.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we expect to have happen there.
Yeah, you can't leave him open like that. You know, that's just...
And he gets the tap away from Williams here.
With the 1 foot. That looks like the 1 foot Carl Neuer.
And I don't know if that's been cleared.
Yeah, no, because he's the one that shot the ball.
He's the one that shot it, right.
Yeah.
So Nickel throws down a dunk there. So is that our first made dunk, which is counted?
Our first made dunk that is counted. Luca Williams, you wouldn't really count his ones, those and ones that he had.
Yeah, no, like I mean, that was Ethan O'Toole's fault for fouling him instead of just letting him have a nice highlight.
We've had a couple missed dunks with Caleb Chamberlain and the windmill.
Yeah, the windmill one would have been... I would have made my own highlight replay of that one if that had got it.
And then the Tane Lavery.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so we've
the
had more missed dunks than made dunks.
Obviously, no Lafaeli, no Price today, so you know they're our daily highlight reels.
Yes. Well, Lafaeli's here. He could have when we had that break,
in between, he had thrown down a few dunks.
We had 4 minutes. We could have just got him to do that for something to watch and talked about, if we were rating these dunks, what we'd give them. So Russo hits there. Nickel to the corner, gets the up fake from Jenkins. Here's Faitawa Nanai. Fake, floater, no good. He taps it, but it does go to UC Gold.
Yeah, he just brings a different energy, Physical. Has good hands.
It looks like, you feel like Williams has just knocked him out of the way. He's in a poor position, but he's able to regain his balance, go up, get 2 hands on the ball, and force a turnover. That is not easy to do.
No, he's got such good core strength, to absorb the hit.
As Nickel drills that one, 9-3 the score now, and we may be looking at a repeat. I think it was round number 3, Gators versus Rams. That basket counts though.
And I think that was one of Rams and UC, the only ones that have won.
Yep. I don't think we've had anyone else. I'll bring it up.
You can bring it up.
We've got a little bit of time while Williams is at the line shooting here. So there's only been
Rams and
UC Maroon has won every week except for round 3. They came second, so it wasn't round 3. Round 5 they came third, which was when it was Rams and Gators. So
and those ones are the ones that have really. Those are the telling ones, Those ones where if you want to get in second, you have to win at least 2-3 rounds to get in there.
Yes.
Like you look at the Auckland one, they've had, I think, 2 teams win as well, maybe a third.
Yeah.
But you got to be consistent. And the most consistent teams here have been Gators, UC, Maroon, and Rams. They've been the ones that have really been putting pressure on each other to be better, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, and as we compared to it's a similar sort of thing. Although the Northern Conference, which will finish off next weekend, they do have second and third up for grabs. Theirs is only 35 points.
35 points.
You can make the playoffs and still not be guaranteed to go through.
Yeah, we were pretty much set last week, weren't we? Yeah.
And then, Gators currently 15 points behind Stingrays.exe. So if they make it through to the final, if they win and Stingrays do anything except win, then they will be the 5th place team in New Zealand this year.
And there'll be a chance for a wild card, maybe.
There always is,
There was
David Huxon from BBNZ said there could be. He will, obviously, in a COVID world where you need to just get all the documentation as quickly as you can, is Nickel.
It's tough. Yeah.
Well, did you see the wraparound
there?
I
saw the wraparound.
To hold Williams so he couldn't.
Left them both. One was fouling. The other one fouled. Cancelled each other out.
And hey, fits with our philosophy.
Yep.
No one complains about missed calls as much as
I'm fouling you
calls.
and you're fouling me.
So 16-6, Jenkins launches a 2, no good. And Nickel straight to the rim, and I think UC Gold is happy to finish in 3rd or 4th place. I think they will be in 4th place today.
Yeah. Yeah, because they had that bad 6 points against Rams in pool play.
Jenkins, no good. Loses the ball. Faitawan and one of his patented shots, no good. But the follow-up, and Jenkins takes the foul to take the timeout. And that would have been I'm subbing, going straight to the bench. Instead, I'm just going to go there and sit for 30 seconds. And I mean, it's very, very hard. Why couldn't Jeremy Irvine have organised a flight to come back for this one game?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That's probably what they're saying.
Max Abbott,
he was a late scratch.
He was a late scratch.
I think.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I suppose it's not fair, Irvine, if you're not expecting. Just come down in case one of our 4 players who are planned is no longer able to go.
So, looking for the final, we've got Rams
and Gators, most likely.
Yeah, most likely. It would have been interesting if we did have if the final was to play off for that second spot. That would have been great to see.
Yep. Or if it was 5th or 6th.
5th or 6th, yeah.
But that was probably in the right place, in pool play. Nice behind the back there from Nickel, and the reverse does drop in.
You know, playing here, the rims just love people, don't they?
Some people.
Yeah, it's like
Luca Williams, nice move, just not quite able to drop it. And Nickel, he's made one dunk. He's like, well, I'm going to try and throw it down on someone now.
And UC Gold looked pretty content with, let's get it over with.
And there we go.
Yeah.
I mean, the silver lining is we've got no subs.
No.
This is when we can get a rest now if we want it.
Yeah. So pretty much UC Maroon in 3rd, UC Gold 4th.
And these
crossover.
Yep, we'll move up.
We'll finish 5th.
But they won't move out of 6th.
No, they won't move out of 6th. And then Wharenui will finish
in 6th place.
Do you get any points if you forfeit the night?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
Yeah, we'll have a look. We'll have to have a check of the.
So what happened there? They just didn't show up, or we don't have.
No, it hasn't come through to me as to what happened here. I mean, they've got Carlton Chitongo, Richard Hancox, and Trey Tiawa listed on the, and Richard was here.
Yep.
So obviously.
All I'm going to say is.
They probably won't.
I'm not going to deal with Faith Harrison after that.
No, I mean, and I think the opportunity, it's and then you've got to apply to be considered for this competition, and then
Wharenui not showing up.
Yeah.
Do they ruin their chances for 2023?
Yeah, possibly. But it's probably more the players may have missed their chances.
Do you select those guys next year? Do you want to? Because as you know, a lot of money's poured into this to play, not having to pay to play.
Yeah, I know. So maybe each of the teams, they should all pay $1,000 each, and then you have like a $750 prize for each week, and then you're like, oh, we've got to get back, go back and play to try and win our money back.
Yeah,
that would certainly have some motivation.
People here
every week. Oh, there we go.
We had a highlight in the warm-up. Camera was rolling.
Yep. So I mean, obviously not now, but in the olden days, I have tried to even do that on like a 9-foot or a 7-foot. It's very, very hard to put the ball between your legs while you're in the air.
Yeah. Mate, some people can't even dribble the ball through their legs.
That's true as well.
So when you're trying to do dunks between your legs.
So Caleb Chamberlain must have done that figure 8 drill an awful lot to be used to that.
To be fair, I'm not surprised. I've seen it before in practice. He has tried behind the back.
Yep. Like the Chris Webber behind the back.
Yeah. No, in the J.R. Smith behind the ear, in mid-air behind the back.
Right.
Yeah. So that's...
Here we go. Well, it's just like he's like waiting for everyone to clear, so you could tell that something's getting ready to go down.
Simon has a really nice windmill. He does. Noah Price.
Yep. Well, he's pretty good at full extension.
Yeah.
Just is in our plays of the week.
Actually, you know who's got a nice windmill? Is Jared Burnett.
Right.
Yeah. So shout out to Jared. Nelson, obviously Lincoln Uni kid, and Nelson Giants this year. So
yeah, grand final coming up in probably about 1 minute, I'd say. Gators.EXE in the green, Rams.EXE in the red. So Gators team, Josh Nickel, number 12, Amosa Faitawa Nanai, 0, Joseph Nottenbelt, number 10, and Matt Mashevsky, number 5. And then for Rams.EXE, we've seen them probably the most tonight. Yes.
So we have
fourth game.
Phoenix Sorensen, number 22, number 20, Tane Lavery, number 13, Peter Maxwell Topia, and number 9 is Caleb Chamberlain.
So referees are just deciding. Regan Ashley's like, I'm quite happy for you guys to do it. He may be starting off his commute back home, which is over 2 hours away, or he may be sticking around to watch the final. He is going to stay, just in case there's an injury, or he's got some feedback for the other referees, like, yeah, they suckered you into that call, or I don't know. We'll find out if there is anything exciting after it, and I have to talk about it next year, as this will be our last broadcast.
Last game of the year for 2022.
And then we had a sort of reversal there. Matt Mashevsky looking for the slip. Chamberlain picks up the ball and drills the 2 there. So that's how Rams.EXE started off against UC Maroon. But Mashevsky, the answer. Maxwell Topia left it, and he's the one who picks it up. And this is pretty good play by both teams here. Just really locked in, good movement. And Sorensen, he's wide open. So we've had 3 doubles hit from the 2 teams combined. And that was a defensive mistake there as Mashevsky was left wide open. And it looks like it is open, but you cannot be lazy with the pass. Good defense, though, to come up.
Great steal from
Maxwell Topia. And Mashevsky fires it in. Nottenbelt, quick spin, quick finish. 4-3 the score now. Sorensen. So the speed of play today has picked up, this game has picked up a tremendous amount since that last semi-final. Nottenbelt, rebound, no good. Sorensen taps it away, gets it to Maxwell Topia. Another one, so we've had 4 doubles hit so far in this game.
Yeah, 3 from Rams.
And they haven't scored inside the paint.
I think.
And Chamberlain says, not today, young man.
Yep. I'm 6'6" with the wingspan.
Yes. Sorensen there.
Great
Ball
defense
gets lost.
from Joseph.
And Mashevsky, the up fake, driving to the right there. And look at that. Maxwell Topia read where he was going to go with that. Seals it. Nottenbelt cuts down the angle. Sorensen deep, no good. Here we are. Nottenbelt, the spin.
He's the only one that's scored inside the paint.
Yep. 6-4. Maxwell Topia. He's picked up his dribble. No space now. 4 on the clock. Chamberlain, the Euro, makes that. And Mashevsky straight away relocates, but Maxwell Topia is there.
Great defense.
I'm wondering, actually, watching this, if the 5-second count when you've got the ball, if that, the back down's been changed from 5 to 3.
Yep.
If the 5 seconds closely guarded gets dropped down to 3 seconds as well, would be
it would
something
be
I could see.
Yeah. That would be an interesting call, Yeah. It'd be good to see, though, right?
I mean, the shot clock's so short anyway. And their Lavery knows the scout. Mashevsky is going to try an up fake and drive to the left when there's only a couple of seconds off that check. Forced him to go to his right, and they end up with a miss there. Nickel, nice job just to bump him off. Gather the ball with one hand. Lavery. Mashevsky does a fantastic job staying there with him, but no good. And didn't need to save that, as you've said. If they don't cleanly get it doesn't matter if it goes out of bounds off you.
There was a mental mistake there.
It's a 10-5. It's probably one of those things until you know, though. You'd assume, I touched it, so it's going to be out of bounds off me. And Maxwell Topia, you know when he's happy with the shot, he's going to do the 360 like Steph Curry. And that's what he did then. Faitawa and I. The steal backs out, grazes the rim, not 2 points. No, it didn't graze it because the shot clock was still going, and Nickel banks it in. It's at 12-8. So this is just the shot clock. I think it's not necessarily that shot there. I think it's you don't start it until the team actually has the full 12 seconds. So our volunteers from Gators just making sure they're understanding.
Here's a bigger discussion. Who are you going for? For MVP for either team?
And
I'm pretty tempted to go Phoenix Sorensen, to be fair, because he's played great, and then Pitter's just, you know.
And then Lavery's been the one through all the games to, like, when the momentum drops down. Caleb's had some nice defense.
I think I'm going, if Gators win, I'm Josh Nickel.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Unless we have, like, a flurry of twos from Mashevsky or someone else. But, he's been their player. But I'm going to let you pick the Rams one unless there's – because, this has been a fantastic team effort, and like just their effort this final game here has been tremendous here, and that's why they've got the lead at the moment. They need to keep it going. Gators loses the ball, 2.2 here. Mashevsky comes in. Let's see who knows. Lavery's heading straight out onto him. No. Chamberlain is.
Well, this is what we did in Prems. We put the bigger.
Yep. But does he know that he's going to go left? And it's a pull-up jump shot. Rebound is gathered, and that's put in by Mashevsky. 16-10 the score now. Chamberlain, corner just short. Rebound behind the back to Sorensen. He pops it in. 4 points away from the win for Rams.
Oh, great.
It was a great jump from Chamberlain. And that's our ball. No, that's our ball. I'm not sure whose it is. And it's a timeout is what it is.
Timeout, Gators?
I'd say it should be. They're down by 7 points, 17-10. Referee's just having...
Rams today the last 3 games just came out and just put the...
Yeah, I know, but probably the only... I mean,
put
it's
the
not
pressure on them.
Not a tremendous amount of feedback, but hey, we've got to maintain that. We've, got a nice, comfortable lead, and then sort of let the teams get back where they're there's a bit of danger or worry there. We've got to put the hammer down when we've got them there.
So.
Yeah. Sorensen looks to slip. Nichols ready for it, but Lavery just able to create something out of that. Does get the miss, though. Mashevsky, that may have been just tipped, but he's open anyway. Hits that one. And the crowd's probably pro-Gators here. Chamberlain, half spin, whole way through, turnaround. Doesn't drop, not about with the rebound. Mashevsky's open again. No good. Chamberlain up high for the rebound there. And he clears it, looking for Lavery. 7 on the clock for him. Yeah, I mean,
you just can't do that, right? You just can't.
It's hard to, he just doesn't jump when you expect him to.
No.
And then he explodes up so high without really, going down low to load his legs, And, even when, he's still got a shot up there. It did miss. Nottingbelt did, about as good as he can, and he still got all the way to the rim. Mashevsky's located again. Sorensen, desperate challenge there, 18-12.
Rams are just doing a good job at, contesting Matt's shots. Putting him, he's such a good shooter, he's got such a quick release. But I think the hand, just the extra...
Was that extra length, isn't it?
Extra length,
Sorensen's I'm just going to shoot over you.
Yeah.
No good. Bit high for Nottingbelt, backing in. And rolls that around the rim and up and in. 18-13. 5 points the lead here. Step back from Lavery.
Tough.
That is good. So 20-13.
Joseph's complaining about a travel, but...
I don't think that was a travel. I think that was similar to that there.
Yeah.
Nottingbelt off the rim, and I think it's going to be a Rams coronation soon. Chamberlain's got Mashevsky. And it's 3 seconds call. Didn't clear the whole way out. He's saying you should have given me the ball, but would have been just, instead of a 3 second call without the ball, it would be a 3 second call with the ball. Good challenge there. Mashevsky good enough to finish, though. 20-14. Here he is. Sorensen, the slip, Chamberlain,
Tough.
nice catch in traffic.
So who are we going with? I'm going to pick Phoenix.
I'm willing to go with that. Like his defense.
His defense, he shot the ball really well. So I'm going with Phoenix.
Oh.
Phoenix Sorensen, our MVP for this week.
Yeah, and I cannot remember if I do have the MVP signs in my car.
The sign, do you?
We're just checking if I did remember to bring the signs in my car. I cannot remember back to lunchtime if I did bring it or not. So anyway, our MVP for the game is Phoenix Sorensen anyway. So hopefully he does. I did have the signs and he gets to have the photograph with that to wrap up the night. But Rams.exe will be feeling good. Finished off in first place tonight, locking in that number 2 spot. Gators.exe second tonight. They'll finish third overall. But UC Maroon, they made it through to the semi-finals again. Finished in first place overall and will be heading to Japan. So well done to the Rams.exe. About a month to go, and then they'll be heading away to Japan to compete in the international tournament, along with teams from Auckland up here, Japan obviously, and then last time it was Thailand and Korea as well. So assuming all the visas and everything get organised, there should be quite a lot of representation from around the world. So James Lisserman, Josh Thompson, we're signing out for tonight. So thank you all for joining us for 8 rounds of 3x3.EXE competition over the last couple of months, I think since May until now. And I shall be back again next year, assuming we have this competition on again.
Result.